Going on, family? Shaman B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about how NYPD officers said that they were directed, to locking up blacks and Latinos in no cuffs on Jews, Asians, and whites. And this is actually according to a report that came out a couple of days ago. And I'm actually going to read some of the notes from the article, and I'm going to leave the article in the description box so you can also do further research on your own, okay? Now, they were saying that, quote unquote, the rules of collars for dollars at NYPD Transit District 34 were clear. They said cops were, who arrested black men were rewarded, with more overtime, but now a retired officer named Pierre Maximilian writes an explosive declaration filed on Monday in a discrimination lawsuit by Sergeant Edwin Raymond and 3 other cops. Now, excuse me, y'all, they were saying the declaration is one of the latest developments in a long fueling, long-running cause, brought by black and Hispanic cops who were charged. They were forced to arrest more blacks and Hispanics than any other groups. They were also treated harshly and denied promotions if they refused. If they refused, the lawsuit, the lawsuit alleges. They said Asian, Jewish, and white people, known as quote-unquote soft targets, were not to be slapped with cuffs. All cops in the district were to fill a quota, but black and Hispanic officers who didn't meet expectations were treated more harshly than by commanding officer Constantine Sakas. His name was Sakas. Maximilian writes. They said that, quote unquote, that, we were taught by Sakas, closest lieutenants, that we couldn't give summons to what called as soft targets, Maximilian writes in his declaration. The soft targets they were referring to were white, Asian, and Jewish people. Instead, it was emphasized that we needed to stop black males. They were the ones that Sakas wanted to quote-unquote go to jail. Maximilian, who was 49 years old, retired in 2015, said he could no longer endorse Sakas' racist retaliation. He also writes that when he refused to follow these orders, he was reprimanded. His overtime, was stopped, and he was assigned to only transporting prisoners. He writes that he tried to raise warning bells about the quota system to top NYPD chiefs, the Department of Investigation, and the police unions, but no one acted. He also said black and Hispanic cops in general were punished more severely, and also were punished more severely for failing to meet the quotas. The supervisors will place the minority officers in punishment posts. They were by themselves. They were denied vacation or leave, denied overtime. Their shifts were changed, and they were given bogus command disciplines and yelled at them during roll call and give poor evaluations. So this is a dynamic that has actually been going on. This dynamic was actually implemented by Rudy Giuliani and also Bloomberg back in the 2000s. Between the 90s and the 2000s, Rudy Giuliani and even also Bloomberg came up with the stop and frisk quota. And a lot of black and Hispanic communities, in particular, a lot of black communities, they were actually, targeted by these officers, to meet the quotas. And they were locking up a lot of our men, unjustly. They were planting drugs on them, planting guns on them. They were doing all different kinds of crimes to meet the quota. And if cops, black and Hispanic cops, were not reprimanding these people, they actually got reprimanded. So this quota system was to lock us up. It's all a part of their game. Why? Because the private prison industrial complex is a multi-billion-dollar business. And as long as you got people, in these minority communities, dealing with black and Hispanics, they always going to be talking. But when it come down to white and Asian and Jewish, they were the soft targets. And it's not a coincidence because, these are the same people, white, Jewish, and Asian, who want to classify themselves as minorities, but yet they are classified as white. So we're looking at them, no matter how much crime that they're doing, we're going to turn the blind eye, but yet we're going to target black and Hispanics. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man. Spread thoughts up on it, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need that y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, the link will be in the description box. And this your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.